Tonight, our Demeter's persona include Vector 9. Can you please give a quick physical description of your character and their role upon this shadow team?
Vector 9 is a shady-looking, 6'2" human, dark hair, lean, trim with muscle.
Ethnicity?
He seems to have a constant shadow cast upon him, the glare of his red glasses shining bright. He's a Decker, a Matrix person, if you will.
Good to know we've got somebody to watch our electronic backs. Next up is Stick Shift. Could you please give a physical description of your character and their role on this team?
Yes, of course. Stick Shift, she's a decently sized human, paraplegic, so in a general murder ball wheelchair, the very nicer ones, as it were. She tends to dress very more interesting, as it were, less normal and more have weird gadgets on her, so more steampunky. And she also she tends to be looking very optimistic, very cheerful, and she also tends to have a faint smell of motor oil on her at almost any given moment. She's a driver.
Good to know. Hunter, can you please give a quick physical description of your character and their role on this team?
Slightly above average height elf and male. The distinguishing features are somewhat more pale than average, eye patch over the left eye, and it's a bit hard to see, but like burn scars along his neck. He brings the magical heat to the table.
Okay, cool. And finally, Boxcar. Can you give a quick physical description of your character and their role on this team?
Alright, so Boxcar is about 6'2", fairly regular height and build for an elf. You do notice he's wearing like a Native American necklace, and he's got his hair pulled back in like one braided ponytail. You can kind of tell he definitely came from the NAN. If you notice, if you're into that kind of thing. But otherwise, he's just wearing an armor jacket, as far as you can tell. And his role, he's a infiltrator, good with guns and explosives.
Oh, good to know, good to know. Alright then. So, each of you are browsing the Shadowlands BBS. Far from its heyday in the 2050s, this is a small local node where sort of odd jobs are posted to. The people here aren't so vetted as they would be with a bigger shadow site such as Shadownet or Jackpoint, but it's good for people, you know, requiring workers without too many questions asked. The job posting is simply text and reads as such. Time-sensitive and discrete movements of specific object required. Pursuit likely. Interested parties, please submit dossiers. Transport specialist essential. Selected parties will be contacted. Please meet at Traveller's Respite, Renton, near the Highway 90 border checkpoint at 8 AM tomorrow. Details to be negotiated. So you probably got this the night before, so how do each of you react?
Vector, as was indicated in your job posting, he had a contact look into the post?
Yes. Now
let me
Bernie,
grab you a permalink.
No, I've got it. Now Bernie, he's looked into it and he's got a lot of information about it.
Mm-hmm.
This was a brand new account set up a couple of minutes before the job post, and has been active purely to post that. It was last online at job post time. Looking into it some more, he called around a couple of script kiddies to backtrace this and hack it out, and it's a metalink. It was posted from a metalink. This is clearly a well thought out burner dead link. You have no idea who's behind this job post, really.
Cool. I don't really have much to go on for a matrix search, so I think I'll matrix search the place we're meeting at, if that's appropriate.
Sure, please roll it.
One moment, please. I'll slot in search and roll it.
And how many hits was that?
3.
3 hits. Now, the Traveller's Respite is a border truck stop rest motel room in Renton. It's near the Salish border. Literally a couple of 100 meters inside Seattle.
Huh.
As it's as for its use as a shadow meat location, it's distinctly out of the way and unusual.
Well, that's all I had.
Very well. Next up. So are you going to do anything else in particular, or are you just going to drive out to the meet location for the meet time, 8 AM tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yes. Right then. Okay, Victor 9, you're a human, correct?
That's correct.
Right. Could you throw me a threshold 3 etiquette check?
Can do.
Good to know. Stick shift. What are you going to do
Yes.
about this job post?
She gets kind of excited. What time would you say it currently is again?
The job post goes up the night before. You've got an evening, plus really early in the morning to prepare.
I suppose what she's going to do is do the general, maintenance check of her vehicles, pack the essentials. If she still has time left, watch a movie in her sab, and then go to sleep, and then wake up 6 AM and head to the meet.
Alright, what vehicle are you taking to the meet?
Damn call.
Which one?
I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna be taking the sab.
Okay, good choice. Right. Yeah, could you also throw a threshold 3 etiquette check, please?
Yes, I can. I'm surprised I actually made that.
Oh, good to know. Okay, Hunter. So how do you approach this job posting?
He doesn't have much leg room when it comes to legwork, so best that he can come up with is try to remember if he knows anything about how the shadow community interacts with this meet location.
Yeah, it's essentially not in living memory being used as a meet location. It's
Okay.
way too close to the border to be, like, it's almost right under the nose of the border crossing guards. I can ping it again on the map for you, but I've already drawn a little red X. It's all the way out here, man. This is like out in the boondocks.
Okay, there.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
anything else?
Just gonna pack up his gun and his jacket and sleep for the night. Get ready to pick an early bus to head out.
Okay. No buses go out that way.
Any
Yeah.
form of public transportation?
Well, I suppose the best you could do is like try to convince some kind of intercity bus driver to let you get off before the border. So, are you going to try that, or are you going to like hire an expensive taxi, or what?
I guess the best call would be maybe to go for a taxi. I probably have enough money for that.
Well, you have a low lifestyle, don't you?
Yeah, I do have. I'm sitting on 700 million.
Yeah, you probably lose like 100 new yen to like future Uber, essentially. Not like a
Yeah, I'll
proper
take- I'll-
taxi
I'll take it.
service, but
Yeah, I get you. I'm gonna take that down real quick.
cool. Right, and Boxcar, what are you going to do?
So when I get the initial thing, I don't really worry too much about it. Just go home, wake up pretty early, get all my gear in my car and stashed away real good, and then kind of head out there, hoping to make sure I get there fairly early, like maybe 20 minutes early.
All right, good to know. So, the next morning, it's a bit before the meet time, and the Traveller's Respite is a literally mounted over the freeway big building. It's got its own little interchange almost. Like you can pull off the side of the freeway, like turn around and go back either way. It's got gas pumps, it's got charging stations, it's got diners, it's got motel and hotel rooms. It's even got a small brothel attached, so the world. And each of you are present here a little bit before the run, a little bit before the meet time.
Mm-hmm.
That is to say, assuming something.
Are there many other people
Oh
around?
shit, son. Hunter, shit has gone wrong for you already.
Oh, okay.
No, you live in Redmond.
Yeah.
Redmond's a terrible place to live without a really good fake scene. Because they literally have a giant wall around it because of all the poor people.
Yeah.
So, you try and get this taxi you were going to take. And the taxi driver sort of scans you and says, "Oh, frag's sake, that's a fake. I'm not going to get you past the border. Look, man, you're going to have to find somebody else to get you out of here. I'm a taxi driver, not a smuggler. And you're left without a ride."
Alright. Oh, shite. I'm trying to figure something out then. Well, I tried. And I exit. I start looking over his contacts.
You could always just try a different taxi.
Yeah. Give me 2 minutes to figure that out.
Well, if you do manage to take another taxi, then you successfully manage to fool the SIN scanner in the taxi, and just the authorization of the taxi and the SIN scanner inside it gets you out of the Barrens into the meet location. So the four of you are all there, and at 7:59 AM, each of your comlinks gets a message. Your job is transport. Package incoming. It will be obvious. Your co-workers are Vector 9, Stick Shift, Hunter, Boxcar, and appropriate shadow dossiers with mugshots of you are all attached. How do each of you react to this?
Well,
I need a better picture.
Vector 9 will immediately tune his glasses into